Hi guys, Judy here. There's my little friend. There's my little friend who's always with me. Just like God is always with me, Dog is always with me, huh? He went to Costco with us. He went to the swimming pool. He went to guitar. He went to the grocery store. He went to In-N-Out Burger with us. Where else did you go today? And he went all around Costco. We bought a raft for the pool. It was a fun day, huh, you little sweetheart? I'm in constant fellowship with my little doggy. Anyway, we're on the bed now. So guys, God is so funny. Okay, so I made a lot of videos last night about intimacy and union with God, and how, excuse me, how God is really sad because he's largely ignored by most of his creation, including the bride. Not every bride, of course. And the videos I made were not meant to put a yoke on you to feel guilty, but they were meant to show you part of God's heart that you may not see, so that you could be encouraged to continue to pursue him and know that he misses you. I can't fill the part that you fill in his heart. There's an empty part. I can put forth my best effort loving him, but I cannot fill the spot that only you can fill. He needs our love. Okay. But anyway, so God told me, so, we had a busy day, and my son's at the pool and doing all these funny flips and cracking me up, and God's talking to me during Costco, and my son cracks up because I'll be like, Yapra sondera shandera kia. He'll be like, Mom. I'm like, what? What are you saying? I go, I don't know what I'm saying. And he's used to it, but anyway, he gets a kick out of it. He's like, I'm going to start doing that. I'm like, good, do it. Yara sondra shindiria kya. He goes, no, never mind. But anyway, so I'm doing that, and the Lord said, can you show my other side today? I know you made 4 videos on my sorrow, and how I get lonely. How that, I made the videos telling you that how he gets ignored and the rejection he feels. It's really bad. And so I spent 4 videos talking about that, and he wanted me to share his other side too. And it was so funny the way he told me, I don't want everyone to think I'm such a wimp. Okay, so I'm just telling you what he said, which was making me laugh, okay? Yamana Sindria. And it was just making me laugh because he's like, I'm not a wimp. Don't let them think I'm a wimp though. So make this video so they know I'm not a wimp. God's not a wimp. But see, he's funny. He makes me laugh. I love him. He was making me laugh at the pool. My son thought I was laughing at him when he was jumping, and I was, but I was also laughing at what God was telling me at the same time. Because the way he was saying it was so cute. Like, like, show them my other side, my powerful side. Okay? So, and like, it. Many of you know you're in fellowship with God. So I'm not telling you something you don't know. It's just fun to share, And he likes to share parts of his heart and his character through us to others. It's fun. Okay, so anyway, I'm doing that right now. So, okay, so he goes, well, and it's also a little bit tad scary, but it's good. You're going to like it. Okay, so he did this before. I've done this back in the day, but it's resurfacing again because God is always reaching out and saying things that bear repeating. Okay, so he said, also tell him that I'm not a foolish lover. Like, yeah, I feel rejected. Yeah, I wish you would talk to me, and yeah, I hurt. But at the same time, that he makes himself weak. He makes himself, because love gives up all that power and control, and so he puts himself in that position. But he said, but I'm no foolish lover. And you guys, again, it still made me sad when he said it, because he said it like with such, like he's trying to be tough, but he's still this weak love lion. Even when he's trying to be tough and strong, he's just so full of love that I couldn't help but laugh, because he's like, yeah, tell him. But like, because even in his toughness, he's love. God is love. He really is. And when he delivers strong messages of correction and rebuke, it's still in love. And so I'm about to give that. So he said, "Tell them I'm not a foolish lover." And and um, and many are going that think that many aren't going that think they are, and you know, they need to know that. And when God first told my son that Mom, God said many people are not going that think they're going, and many that we would never think we're going in the rapture are. I'll just never forget that day. It was so like huge. I'm like, really? I got really scared and I thought I was one of them. And I was just in lamenting all day. The next day I was scared. I'm like, I bet I'm not. No, because I'm not giving him my all. And I haven't always given him my all. And my son was trying to comfort me. Kevin at the time was trying to comfort me. My sister. But you could not comfort me. I needed to hear it from God. Nobody, even my son was hearing from God. Said, "Mom, God said you're going. It's okay." I'm like, no, no. I was scared. I really was. I'm like, because I wanted to get even more right with everything in my heart. So I did. And then after about a couple days, it was perfectly fine. And then since then, I've known I'm always going. I'm going. I'm going in the rapture. I'm going. I have confidence. I'm not like, but when I had a little question mark, I worked through it with my dad. I worked through it. We got through it. So he's not a foolish lover, okay? So yeah, he's sitting here being largely ignored. And a bride that ignores her groom doesn't get married. The groom is not going to marry you. You'll be saved. He loves his creation. Salvation's a free gift. There's no conditions on that. But on the rapture, there are conditions, okay? And please do not misquote me. God takes each bride on a case by case basis. So don't think you have to be like me to go in the rapture. You don't, but case by case, God knows you. He knows you. He's not a foolish lover. He knows what you're doing. He knows what you're not doing. And he's not a foolish lover. And he said, I'm not a foolish lover. I know people who are just trying to marry me for my money or just trying to skate by into the rapture, and they're not going. And because this wedding feast is reserved for lovers of God and lovers of one another. And this is a serious thing. I mean, and he really told my son that. I mean, scared the heck out of me. And I'm glad. I needed to hear that because I wanted to make sure that I knew that I knew that I knew, because all these people are like, pray that I'm counted worthy. It's like, that is so ridiculous. No, you should know where you stand. If you're in a relationship with someone, you know where you stand. Either that or you don't have a very good relationship. And if you don't, then you better get it together. And that's the way it is, okay? And so I got it together. It took me a couple days, and then after that, I've been fine ever since. But nobody can console me. My son, as powerful as the Lord was on him, for that one thing, he could not make me feel better. Kevin couldn't. My sister couldn't. Nobody could. I was like, no, just, I need to know. I need to know. And I found out that I was going, but I also repented of things that I thought of. I thought of that I could be loving God more and giving him more, and I did. And I got it right. And he comforted me. So you guys, this is also God's other side. He said, show them my strong side too, that I'm not just foolish. Yeah, I'm this contrite, broken groom. I am. I mean, I'm not going to lie, but I'm also not stupid. I'm not foolish. I'm not just some sad, sappy, crying God. I'm also not foolish. And, I'm, and you can't take advantage of me, even though it might appear so, because I become such a servant and I lay down my life. But you can't really take advantage of me, and each person knows. So that's why I'm not going to put a condition on this, what I'm saying right now. But God just wanted me to let you know that He knows. He knows you. Okay, look at my dog. He's laying on his back. It's so funny when he does that. Marty, you're so cute. Yes, you are. um, and He knows you guys. So just don't fool. Don't mess. Don't play around. We're about to go home. Know that you know that you know that you know that you are going in the rapture. And if you have any question, if I were you, I would get really serious with God, because he did tell my son that many are not going that thought they were, and many that we're just going to be really surprised at who's there, who made it and who didn't make it. And this is the rapture. If you didn't make it in the rapture and you thought you were going, don't worry, you'll still be saved. Salvation's a free gift. God will save you. You're just not going in the wedding, but he'll save you. So it's two separate events, okay? And the wedding is reserved for intimate lovers of God, intimacy with God, lovers of God. But we're all at different stages, and so God doesn't hold us accountable. Like, I'm held accountable to a different standard than you, or you're held accountable to a different standard than me, because we're all at different places in our walk. Do you see what I'm saying? So don't put any standard on yourself but what God puts on you. But you should know. You shouldn't have this question. I pray to be counted worthy. No. Are you going or aren't you? God will tell you. You'll know. You'll know that you know that you know, because that's what being in a relationship's all about. You know, you're talking to somebody. Do you know you're going to lunch with your friend today? Are you going to lunch? Did they tell you you're going to lunch? Okay, then you'll meet them at 3 o'clock. You guys are going to lunch today. Or did they not say you're meeting? Okay, well, if they didn't tell you you're meeting, you're not going to lunch today. It's not that complicated. It's about relationship. And so I just had to balance out those videos I made. God said I needed to make them look. He wanted me to show his other side. So I'm showing it, boo. I love you, Jesus. I love you, God. And we thank you for your sensitive heart and for your kind, sweet side. And we also thank you for your bold, strong, wise side. You're an amazing God, and we love every part of you. And we love you, Jesus. You're so good. And you guys have a great day, okay? Bye-bye.